Well, hey guys, welcome back to Love Truck Garage. Well, we got quite a few of our parts in and only waiting on a couple more. But let's get started on removing those drums. But first, we got to do a little cleanup. Now, I don't like working on a dirty truck, and we're going to try out some more of these products that the good people at Super Clean sent me. So let's go. So I dragged out the pressure washer, and then I kind of sprayed everything down with their full strength degreaser. I did a little agitating with a brush, but not too much. So let's blast it with the pressure washer. Well, there's more than 50 years worth of road grime on this front suspension, so I went ahead and used the foaming degreaser also. And I did give it a little more agitating with the brush, just to try to get it as clean as possible. And one more round with the pressure washer. I didn't really shoot any before video, but it's a lot cleaner than it was. I think the passenger side cleaned up a lot better than the driver's side, but I can work with this. So let's get this thing back in the garage so we can get to work. Before I get started on those drums, I wanted to give a shout out to my buddy Sean. He has a YouTube channel called Crusty Customs Garage. Check it out if you get a chance. He's got a 79 long bed LUV project called McLovin. Sean was nice enough to sell me this awesome aluminum wing for my camper shell. I've been looking for one of these for 10 years. Thanks again, Sean. Sean also sold me these awesome chrome tailgate latches for my truck. I really like them. So if you get a chance, go over and check out Sean's channel, Crusty Customs Garage, and see what he's up to. And that wing polished up pretty nice with a little bit of elbow grease. Alright, let's get these drums off. Now I wouldn't say this is a how-to video, but it's more of a showing you what's involved to swap over to discs. Now if you have a big budget, you can just buy the aerospace disc brake conversion, but that's pretty expensive. And it does give you new 5-lug hubs, but hey, I like my 6-lug wheels and I don't really want to change. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting 76 LUV brakes on a 72 and I'm upgrading the rotors to a vented disc from a 84 Isuzu Trooper. So the first step here is to get all the drum brakes pulled off the spindles. Nothing too hard, just get some brake cleaner and some PB Blaster, you'll be all set. Once you get the hub out of the way, there's 4 bolts that hold the backing plate onto the spindle. And for future reference, the bolts that hold the backing plate on are a little bit too short for the caliper bracket. So you need about 3/8 of an inch longer bolts. I just have the ones off the 76. I would have liked to upgrade all the hardware to brand new grade 8 bolts and nuts, but the local stores just didn't have anything. So I just cleaned up the old bolts off the 76 and that's what I'm using. There it goes, backing plate off, and now a whole lot of cleaning. On the spindle where the inner wheel bearing rides, it was a little bit discolored, but it polished up real nice. Zoomed in like that, it does look a little pitted, but that's what I've got. So here are the new parts all laid out, new shocks, new discs, new seals, new wheel bearings, and I wound up not using the ball joints after all. The ball joints on the truck are still tight and the rubber boots are still in great shape. I'll hang on to them for next winter. My GoPro was messing up while I was installing the bearing races, so I only got one good hit and it shut off. I was stressing over doing this for a couple of days and then I just went out and did it. I think the GoPro was afraid of the hammer. I did manage to get all the races in without a hitch, and it's easy from here out. The hard part's over. Now let's get those Trooper rotors bolted onto those 76 hubs. And once again, the GoPro took the afternoon off. Alright, we're making progress. Let's go ahead and mount up the caliper bracket and the dust shield. There's 3 different size bolts for the caliper bracket, but it's pretty obvious which one goes where. I did a couple days of cleaning and painting, and this is pretty much ready to go back together now. I greased the ball joints and all the tie rods and put the new shock in too. Alright, let's pack some grease down in the hub and then start packing those wheel bearings. Boy, what a mess. Alright, just need to tap that grease seal in place and it's time to put the hub on. Well, here we go. It's just a matter of putting it all back together now. I snugged it up and then backed it off and put the cotter pin in. I packed some extra grease in the cap and tapped it into place. Well, there it is, all bolted together. Still got to put the caliper on and run some brake lines, but we're getting there. I'm really happy with the Trooper rotors. They really look awesome. They were only 20 bucks a piece from Rock Auto. Well, hey guys, that's going to do it for this video. We made pretty good progress on getting these drums swapped out, and we'll be back at it real soon. I do appreciate you watching, and please like and subscribe. We'll see you next time. And don't forget, hoodies, t-shirts, and trucker hats at lovetruckgarage.com.